right, man. You already know what time it is. It's your boy VICREZ WIDEBODY, and we back with another one, man. You can see it in the back, man. What's that? Cat. You already know what time it is. But before we get started, man, go ahead, hit that like, hit that bell, hit that subscribe, man. Because you already know all the support y'all show, it go a long way, and I can't do this without y'all, man. But did you do it yet? All right, cool. All right, so today, what we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about the differences between these kits, man. I've been having a lot of people hit me up and asking just kind of questions, and we usually go over this in consultations, but it's all good. We're gonna give away a little free sauce, you know what I'm saying? But this only for the cats who really support, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I call this on the website, I believe it's called the SRT style kit. So basically, when you look at it, it looks, if you don't know it, you know what I'm saying, it looks like a normal kit, right? It's the normal wide body kit. But the SRT style kit, this is not molded. So you can see how this is like a piece and it's not molded to the bumper. That's what the main difference is between the two. So the SRT style is gonna have this piece. It's kinda, let's see if I can get in there. You see how it's sitting on there? So now I'm gonna take you over to the actual SRT wide body bumper. So now you'll see over here, you look at this one, the actual flare is molded to the bumper. So you see how that's not a piece, it's actually a part of the bumper. That is the difference. And you'll have, it's cleaner, it's all around cleaner. So yes, the actual SRT style bumper is more expensive, but in my opinion, it looks cleaner. I always advise people to go with this one because in my experiences as well, had a lot more success as far as not worrying about pieces having issues further down the line. Because it's not as many anchoring points in the structural side from the front bumper as well. So I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me show you on this side. Kind of see it right here. Well, hold on, I'm gonna switch the camera. All right, there we go. So you can see it a little better now. This is the front bumper, but you see, so a lot of people had issues with these kits because it's difficult to get it to where it's flush and it looks like it's actually a part of the bumper. The kid ain't got no problems with that, you know what I'm saying? I know the sauce, but that is the main difference. So a lot of people don't really notice those things, but it's just small, subtle differences, man. So I'll show you over on this side as well. The front bumper. Here we go. So you can see, like I'm saying, the flare is a part of the front bumper. You see what I mean? There's no gap, there's no space. It's a part of the front bumper. So it's just a little cleaner. And me personally, I'll add the codes for everything. We'll go ahead and put that in the description. But hopefully, the car's supposed to be getting dropped off today, and I want to try and put the kit on so we can go ahead and I can show y'all just the little subtle differences in between those, man. But this is it's that charger y'all saw from the last one. Finally back from paint. Got that good black coat on it. I was gonna say I'll give y'all a little closer up look at this. Yes, sir, that good cat thing, man. And you see he pushing 305, 35, 20s. He didn't have these on here when we brought the kit in, so we're back in here for some resizing. Just wanna get these wheels so they got as much clearance as possible. My boy like to cut up, so we just wanna make sure he can do what he wanna do, you know? But so far, so good. He done had it last couple months. Ain't had no issues, but you see what I'm saying on it, like this flare, that's dust, right? But I was gonna get that dust off there so y'all can see that. But you can see what I'm saying. There's no gap, right? But a lot of people have difficulties doing this because I won't lie, it took me a few tries, not on his car, but over my years trying to figure out how to get this exactly flush to the bumper because it's flexible, you know. So trying to get a piece to adhere to it to where it's all the way seamless is not easy, man, but we got it, you know. That's why you come to the kid, you know what I'm saying? You come to the kid, you ain't got to worry about that, you know what I mean? Because we'll tie you in on everything you need to know, man. We'll get you right. But that's gonna do it for right now. Actually, hold on. Somebody asked me about these wheels. I still got my wheels too. You see them things, man? They still in good shape. They just dirty. I ain't rolled them out since I had Big Baby out, man. But somebody was asking me to look at the car too. I need to take my car to paint. That's one of the things that needs to get done. Since I took the wrap off, I finally I finally got a little bit of an idea on what we doing next. It's just getting everything lined up, man. Like, and the new wrap is coming. Like I said, we just dealing with this dispute right now because somebody stole the last package. So we got to figure all that out. But everything is a process, man. Y'all know my favorite thing, man. Everything happen when it need to. So we're going to figure it out. But y'all stay right there. All right, so here's a better idea of what I'm saying. So you can see that is molded to that front bumper. See what I'm saying? This, ignore the fact that it's a clean install, but like you see how it's a space. And it's, I won't lie, it's a little hard to see it because it's black, but you can try and show you like this. So you see how I can't put anything in between there because there's no space to do that. Whereas it's on this side, I can still run my finger along this groove. Now granted, there's no space behind it, clean install, but there's a groove, you know what I'm saying? So if you're someone who's kind of meticulous about small details and things like that, and you want your car to look as close to OEM as possible, I will go with the full conversion, full SRT with the molded flares. So this is the kit that will make sure your car looks exactly like how it does from OEM. Whereas is this one, it's not exact, but it still looks very good. And you can also see too, this front bumper is different. You have the option to switch the front bumper, but just for what we're talking about right now, this is what we're talking about. So you see how down there, I don't have the grill piece in for this right now, but there's basically for the newer Hellcats, the 2020s, it's there's a vent right here. And if you watch the last episode, this was the grill piece that I was talking about. So on the newer model wide bodies, there's an extra air dam, kinda like right in here, not an air dam, but an air vent right there in that front bumper. And that's what that grill was for if you watched the previous episode. But like I was saying, his bumper wasn't set up for that. So the grill would have worked on this bumper, but not this bumper. So like I said, it's a lot of things to kind of mix and match and mingle to figure out kind of how you will want your kit to be. And like I said, this is one of the things that we go over in consultations, and it's a lot more that goes into it than that. And at the end of the day, man, we really we do the consultations to help y'all. And I've had a previous experience with somebody, and I just wanted to kind of talk that through. So somebody was thinking that we were basically using the consultations to scam people, and then we were sending the cars to another shop. One, just off consultation fees alone, I couldn't even cover materials, and that's just me being brutally honest. Two, I set the consultation fees up, and I literally tell you in the messages, it goes towards your install. The only way you don't get your money back is if you don't get the install. So, I mean, it helps you. You know what I'm saying? It's not even for us. It helps you. At the end of the day, it's really just like putting your money down on an early deposit for something that you're wanting to get. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't get as far as I have in a short amount of time. Especially not having a GED or anything for this, man. I didn't get as far as I have in a short amount of time taking advantage of people, and that's not what I got into this for. That's not what I wanted to do. And if you really watch the channel and you done been here from the beginning, you already know the whole reason why I started this is to do the exact opposite. Because honestly, if anything, when it comes to these kits, I'll undercut myself as far as pricing goes, because I want to take care of the customer at the end of the day. I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm trying to get nice with it, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Like, I'll never say I'm the best, but I'm the hardest working, you feel me? All right, so here, I just took it out the plastic so y'all can see it a little better, man. So basically, we're just gonna call this OEM. This is the OEM VICREZ style wide body, and this is the SRT style. So you see down here, you see how the vent is different. Let me see if I can get both of those in there. You can see how the vent section of these is totally different. Like right here to right there, the spacing is totally different, right? And then also the functionality of it. So on this side, so he has a Hellcat, but this is technically the Scat Pack front bumper. So those are supposed to be fog lights right there. But because he has, like I said, the Hellcat, essentially this kind of works like a custom air dam for him, because it's still going right into those radiator fans and all of that. So it's still working performance-wise. Even though on this side, the vents would have been bigger, so more air, but, you know, still functional. So I just wanted y'all to be able to get kind of a better idea of what the differences are between these two. And like I said, it's subtle, but people who know. And now, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? And that was just one of the little tidbits, man. I'm starting to kind of figure out more and more what y'all are liking on the channel. And like I said, man, y'all got to leave comments and get in there, and like, don't just watch the videos, you know what I'm saying? Leave feedback, because the more y'all tap in, the more I could do, the better the episodes would be and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really working hard to try and get all of this taken care of and really give y'all some quality content, you know what I'm saying? We're here in Ohio right now. Sure you could tell because my nose is running and it's freezing, but we're gonna be in Florida here in the next couple weeks. Hopefully, man, the hurricane messed up the location we were looking at originally, but we're working on getting all of that fixed and figured out. So fast forward, we're gonna figure everything out, man. We're gonna get it all in there, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna tie everything in, you feel me? But y'all just gotta stay tuned. Y'all gotta stay there and stay tapped in. Back. Like I told y'all, it isn't the same day, but we got another one in the lab, man. Big Scatty on that. Big 392. My boy hit me, he said he ready to go wide. You know, that's just what we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? We about to go wide with it. So we about to go ahead and we gonna pull this one in. And like I told y'all, I wanted to give y'all a little more in depth as to what the differences are between the kits. So the last kit you saw earlier in the video, that was the one that was getting the SRT style kit. This in particular conversion, excuse me, burped a little bit. For this conversion, we are doing the OEM style wide body, right? So as you can see, before I even touch the front or rear bumper, those flares are already on there. So like I said, and this is all opinion, you're gonna have to take what I'm saying verbatim. In my experiences, this kit is a lot more sturdy, in my opinion. Because like I said, you have 4 mounting places for your flares to rest on, versus your flares essentially just sitting on the side of your car, the whole side. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. I wish I had this is why I was wanting the other car to be here so I could show y'all what I was saying. But okay, so when you have the SRT style, it's a piece that'll sit on here, right? So that's pretty much, it's free falling except for what is adhered to the car, right? And then there's another piece that goes right here. So you would have 2 pieces on the front, and then you would have 3 pieces on the back. So it would be a piece. It goes from here to here to here, right? You would have your 3 pieces. So in essence, you would have, what is that? 10 pieces all the way around, right? Including your front and rear bumper. But when you go with the OEM style, like I said, because those flares are already on there, you're sitting a flare that rests on here, and this kit comes with hardware. So you can see right here, so the flare that would attach on that front flare, you can screw it in and you can anchor it there. But the other kit, it doesn't come with that, but that's something that you can do optional. So that's just something that you want to be on the lookout for. Got it all naked, you know what I'm saying? She got stripped down here with that Detroit special. Front up off of there, back lump up off of there, side skirts out. Got the new skirts on the ground ready to get put in. Me personally, what I like to do is I like to kind of start bottom up, but it's kind of more so mounting point. So I'll put the side skirts on, then the front and back bumper. But the first thing you're gonna do before you do that, I like to get into the kit. I already laid everything out, but I just section everything out, make sure I got all my parts, make sure nothing came broke or anything like that. It's just good to make sure you check that when you first get stuff, because you know how people be when they handle packages. So check that. Got all my front pieces, so we'll probably start there, and then we got our back as well. Or we may just start with the back. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna start with the front, because he's got those parking sensors. So we're gonna have to drill out the parking sensors. And luckily, VICREZ, they have spots marked on the bumpers that show you exactly where those are. So I'll show y'all those here in a minute when we get to that part. But we're gonna go ahead and start putting the front bumper together. All right, man, we back. You know what I'm saying? And you can see we done got this thing all the way stripped. So like I told y'all, man, one of the things that I like to do, I kind of fast forwarded past this, but I like to lay all of the pieces out. So basically I put all of my pieces out, just make sure I got everything, and then you can kind of mask everything up. So this is one of the big differences. So I had his name's Zach. He messaged me on Instagram and was asking just as far as like if you want to do the full wide body conversion. So in my opinion, if you're trying to look as close to OEM, I think I said this earlier in the video, but I'll say it again. If you're trying to look as close to OEM as possible, you got to get the full kit. It's not even anything to play with. And this is the other thing that I want to say too, because I know a lot of people are looking for the most inexpensive way to do this. We won't even say cheap, the most inexpensive way. But the thing you need to think about is this is something that's going to be hanging on your car, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to be able to go 100 plus and all of that. So if you want something that's just as strong as OEM or just as strong as the factory, I wouldn't look for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of people and they don't mind it. They will find the cheapest way to put it on there for you. And there are a lot of cheap ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about anybody's methods, because everybody has their own method and what they want to do. But there are a lot of cheap ways that you can get this done. All right, man, so we have got our sensors cut in, as you can see, nice and flush. And like I said, so this is one of the differing points between the kits. So if you didn't want to have to worry about cutting like holes and things like that in there for your parking sensors, then I would go ahead and go with the SRT style kit. And keep in mind, if you do have the parking sensors, you still have the option to put them on. Same thing with this. You don't have to drill them out and do that. But like I said, if you're going for that OEM look to where everything looks factory, you're gonna have to drill them out. So that's just one of the differing things. Also between I'm sorry, not the SRT style kit, the just the flare kit. So I've had a lot of people ask, is there ways of going around getting the full kit? Yeah, there are ways, but just to put it plain and simple, man, if you're looking to get as close to OEM as possible, I think I said this already, you gotta get the full kit, you know? There's no way to shortcut around it. You're just gonna have to bite the bullet, save us some money, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and grab it. It's winter time right now, you know what I'm saying? Grab you a couple hours of OT, you know what I'm saying? By the time summer hits, you'll be ready to go. So,
that's me, police, dude.
So once you the difference between the main two kits is with the flares.
The difference is right here, bro. The difference is if you're trying to look cool, you get this kit, bro. Because what you need is that kit. This is the kit that does the kit with the thing. It's got the flares on the sides. This got the good stuff. If you're gonna do it right the first time. Don't be lame. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Got him, little.
Alright, man, we back. So my camera cut off and I lost storage, and I wasn't able to, you know what I'm saying, take time out to go ahead and fix the storage so that I can show y'all everything. So I just got to explain it as best I can. I wanted to say that too, man. I ain't gonna lie, I finally get why people be saying it. It is hard to like record what you're doing as you're working, especially when it's like when you're time sensitive, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, his rear quarter panel, and you can see it right here. I don't have anything sitting down yet, but I just want to show y'all. So a lot of people ask, should you go to the shop? So in my personal opinion, and this is just me being honest, and it's not because I have a shop now, because y'all know my whole thing started from DIY, right? But at the same time, the more and more I've learned about these kits, it's a lot that goes into it, man. So the easy answer is, and I'll just say it cut and dry. If it's not a shop, I would at least take it to somebody who knows what they're doing, because it's a lot of things that you can come across. So for instance, in his situation, he knew that his car had, you know what I'm saying, some previous damage, but at the same time, he didn't know the extent of it. So we didn't really understand the extent of it until we started taking things apart. And I won't lie, I didn't get told that this was the situation, but I kind of found out as I was like looking at the car. So like you can see, even in here, like the body lines are all off. So y'all know one of my big things is body lines. So that's what's taking a lot of time, because so this is how his passenger door is closed, right? So you can see that doesn't line up good at all. And like, even with these lines being where they are, it's just, like the body of the car is kind of twisted, you know? So I'm trying to get creative and figure out a couple things that we can do so that we can just mash this up as good as possible. So that's another reason that it's taking a little longer. But like I said, man, when it comes to the custom work, man, like a lot of people, first thing people want to ask is price, right? So, and I'll be honest, man, this is just my honest opinion. I think I said it earlier in the video. Don't look for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember, this is like, I think when the wide body first came out, it was like a $5,000 option from Dodge. So minimum, you should be thinking at least 5K. You know what I'm saying? Like, just minimum. And I'm not saying it costs that much to get it done. But what I'm saying is if you keep that in your mind, you can come to whoever you go to. And I'm not even saying you got to come to me. I'm just saying, so, and I'm sure business professionals will appreciate this. When you come with the money and you're not like, oh, well, I only got $1,000 and I need you to make this happen. Oh, well, your prices are ridiculous. Like, y'all got to remember, man, like, people set their prices up how they do for a reason, you know? And it's not fair to argue with somebody for the way that they set up their prices to make a living. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you just have your bag ready, you can determine if you want to get the work done or not. It's up to you, you know what I'm saying? But don't argue with people about their prices, man. Like, because I won't lie, me personally, like, that's the whole reason why I do consultations. And like I said, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna give y'all some sauce. So one of the main reasons why I do consultations is it shows me what type of person I'm dealing with off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I add the whole part, the money goes towards your install. So a lot of people, they get so offended for the fact that they have to pay anything for a consultation that they're instantly turned off, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get into this to chase people around for their money. I got in this to help people out. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why I'm doing it. So at the end of the day, I want to work with everybody, but I want to work with people who want to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for people who are trying to haggle me to death, because at the end of the day, my time's valuable. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's going to do this for you and do it the right way, you're going to want to make sure they take their time. You know what I'm saying? Because could I just slap this kid on here in 4 or 5 hours? For sure. Would it stay? Absolutely not. But it'll be on there, and it'll be in a budget that you would like. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. If you want me to do that, I can do that. But that's something we can go over in the consultation, man. All right, so back to the build, man. We got all of our brackets on. Everything is on. The last thing that I need to do now, I didn't stick the flares, but I just got them sitting in their tracks just because I wanted to see what the fitment would be like before I go ahead and bond it to the vehicle. And it's looking good. So you can see even right now, before I got the flare technically on, it's just snapped into its brackets. It's already really good fit, you know? So we gotta get this front bumper lined up. I just gotta put the bracket rivets in there, and then we should be good to go, man. So once I stick these, I'm gonna stick these flares, and then I'm not gonna give y'all the sauce on that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stick these flares, and I'll show y'all the video just to give you some things, and then we'll have a breakdown. And I wanted to address this too. I told y'all to ask me some questions on my Instagram. A lot of y'all watched the video and ain't nobody asked me nothing. So, but at the same time, a lot of people DM me. So I don't know if y'all just misunderstood what I was saying with that. But I mean, it's all good. Like, I'm trying to get y'all to engage more. You know what I'm saying? Like, get in the comments. I do read the comments. I do reply. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all will see, especially for the trollers. You know what I'm saying? I get on that too. Like, so. You know what I mean? Just tap in, man. Like, but I'm gonna get back on this. I'm gonna give y'all some secrets here in a minute. All right, man. So we back. I got the whole front bumper on. Everything is fastened and down. You know what I'm saying? We in there now. So the only thing is, when he brought the car in, he didn't have inner underbody support. So I'm a little worried about this. But I got it mounted at all of the mounting points are basically like around the front if you don't have that underbody support. So we're gonna have to get creative, man. Like I said, man, I don't mind helping people out, you know what I'm saying? But when it gets into stuff like this, you just gotta give a brother time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even think it hasn't even been a week yet. I think it's only been a couple days. And the other reason it's taking a little long is y'all gotta remember too, I'm in the process of moving. So I got a lot of stuff going on right now, but we ain't making no excuses, you know what I'm saying? Grind mode at all times. So I went ahead and I took my wax and tar remover or grease and tar remover, hit the sides. No matter how you put your flares on, always do that. That's one key I will definitely give y'all. use some grease and tar remover, some alcohol or something, you know what I'm saying? Get these panels as bare as you can before you install. So, let's see. Trying to think if there's any more key points that I missed. So, the main thing I'll say is, especially for the closer to OEM SRT kit, it's a lot more involved. It's a lot more that you have to do as far as making sure everything's secure. But in my opinion, between the two kits, and I'll say this again, you get more hardware with the OEM looking kit. So there's more mounting points and there's more hardware to make sure your flares stay together. So if you don't have an installer who's gonna do that extra mile when you bring them the SRT style kit, then it's just a chance, man, that you could be losing a lot of flares, and I'm gonna just be honest. So as you can see from up here, I went ahead and took y'all up top, so you can kind of see what I'm saying as I'm saying it. Make sure I'm angling everything right. So the back bumper's right here, right? But like I said earlier in the video, you can see how it's already got those holes right there. So I can screw that flare that goes onto that back corner panel, I can screw it into that flare. So essentially that's making those one, you know what I mean? And then same thing with the front. You can kind of see it. I went ahead and put that bolt right there just so y'all can see it, but it's right there on that front corner. And you, like I said, it's another mounting point. So basically, in my opinion, and I know I've said this a few times, but that's the main question that I've really been getting, is which one's better. In my opinion, I'm gonna just say the SRT one, because it's the closest look to OEM. And in my opinion, I just love how this one looks. That front bumper, and then like you'll see it here in a second once I put the wide body pieces on, but it just looks so good and it looks seamlessly clean. Like you would, here, let me show you these body lines. So his flare got bent, or this front quarter panel got bent. So I'm working on bending this back so we can kind of shape that and make that line up a little more. I've gotten it a lot farther than what it was, but it's a lot better. But that's one of the things you will learn. So like you see right here, it's real tight right here. But that's just one of the things you'll learn, man. Like I said, it's gonna all depend on, so the main thing I would tell you is ask yourself, what is your goal with the kit? All right, man, we back. You know what I'm saying? We back. I ain't gonna lie, I got my good turkey leg hut on, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm in that mode today, you know what I mean? Anybody know about that TLH, you know what I'm saying? Big move. But anyways, man, so you see, she in the background. I showed y'all a little sauce, you know what I'm saying? I ain't wanna show y'all that, but y'all seen a little something. But anyways, man, we about to go ahead and we gonna take this off. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking super straight. Yes. You see, I don't know if y'all seen that video on my Instagram, man. You can't even slide $1 down that mug, you know what I'm saying? That's why you come to the kid. You know what I mean? We're gonna have them seals tight, clinging to you like your ex, you know what I mean? But nah, man, so we got to go ahead and jump back into this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay right there. Why I'm so cold at this, boy? Stop playing with me, man. Hold on. Y'all get in the front camera for this. You know what I'm saying? Tight to the body. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be the new lingo, man. Tight to the body like a clean X, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with that boy, man. And just like that, man, we all back in there. We got all our hardware on. All the trim pieces is back in. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the beginning, but and this ain't no shaded, bro. I'm just saying, like I said, this just go to show you, everybody don't know the condition of their car when they bring it in. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, basically his whole wheel well was covered in zip ties, but now he got fresh bolts. You know what I'm saying? They covered in, matching up, looking good, fresh. Same thing with the back, both sides. You know what I'm saying? Good hardware all the way around. Good line work. You can see layer tight to the body the whole way through. Solid, man. So next thing we're gonna do, we need to go ahead and lower it down, make sure we good on clearance. He didn't wanna cut into the fenders. So before he brought it up here, there was some things we had to adjust as far as the car goes. We got that handle, so hopefully we got enough clearance for him to ride out, man. But this is looking good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm real happy with how it's looking right now. So after we get it on the ground, we'll probably go ahead, take it to get washed. I'm gonna check and see if we got any water right now. The water bag acting kind of funny up here, but it's all good. That we can take it up to the wash. It's a wash right around the corner, and then we'll get her all detailed and ready to go before it get picked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I like to do it, but I ain't gonna lie, this is looking real good. It's looking a lot better than it did when it came in, and that's the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? And it don't want to look like you did anything. That's how it's supposed to be. Clean install, you know what I'm saying? Body lines match up good. Even on this side that I was worried about, I didn't get it perfect, but like I said, the back half of the frame is contorted, but I tried to prop the flare and lift it up as much as I could just to try and get that angle to make it look as flush as possible. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's really good for what the situation was, man. Like, you really don't even notice it. I kind of contorted the door down here a little more just to get rid of this gap. But as you can see, that gap is still there, and it's still pretty. Hold on, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Right here, it's still a decent sized gap. I'm pretty sure I showed that earlier in the video, man. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and lower the car down. We're gonna see how we looking on clearance, man. But I'm happy with it so far. It was a challenge for sure. Like I said, I've never had to wide body a car that is gotten salvaged. So it was some new things that I learned, you know what I'm saying, along the way. But it's all good. It just made me turn up a little bit. So I'm glad for the experience. You know, that's why you like to do things that make you challenge yourself, push yourself. And that's the other thing too. I told bro what the situation was. I let him know about everything. He just asked if I could fix him. I told him I'll do what I could. You know what I'm saying? It's the best I can do. But y'all know I'm gonna be a man of my word. I'm gonna make sure it's better rolling out than it was rolling in. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay right there. We gonna get into the timeline. Yes, sir. Now she looking like it. You know what I'm saying? Good poke. That's BBL the right way, you know what I'm saying? Everything line up like it's OEM. So, just from looking at it, he is gonna be cutting it close. So, we'll address that when he get here. But I think, yeah, these two 245, 45, 20s. If he tried to bring that with these in particular wheels, if you tried to bring it out, you can see the clearance right there. This is what you're playing with as far as the difference between OEM. So now that we gotten the two VICREZ kits out of the way, the difference between any wide body kit and OEM is gonna be clearance in the fenders. So your OEM fenders, their clearance comes up a lot higher. So your fender normally for this is gonna be like down here. It's not gonna be out here, but this level, you know what I'm saying? So you got a decent, maybe 3 to 4 inches. It's a lot more room to play with when you go all the way OEM, but it's a lot more money and a lot more things that you gotta get done. So as far as OEM, you gotta switch out your quarter panels. You have to get the back quarters redone. So you would have to take it to a body shop. They can splice in the new quarters that you would need for your back so that you had the same OEM. And then essentially they just clip in to the fenders and then you just secure them down with hardware. So that's the main differences between a lot of these kits, man. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I didn't tell y'all and a lot of things you'll just learn if you come and get a consultation, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you all the sauce because like I said, this is how I feed myself. But I did want to help out the people who've been supporting me, man. So a lot of y'all got over here from the Instagram page. And shout out to everybody who showed love on the Tizo touchdown reel, man. We got, I think it was over a quarter million views or something. It was one of the biggest reels that I've had, and how I got introduced to a lot of y'all, man. So shout out to everybody who came over here. Just talking about how we was getting it off the lot, getting it off the dock, you know what I'm saying, the warehouse way. So I don't know, man. You just see, I like to show people, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite mottos is let the work speak. I don't like to talk too much, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what we do. So now that we got him down on the ground, everything good, we're gonna go ahead and get it washed up. And we'll get a preview for when he get here. Here he picking up the ride. We're gonna get this first cold start, you know what I'm saying? That wide body cold start hit a little different. You hear me? That sound different. You hold this for me while I pull him out? Hell yeah. Man, that'll do it for this one. That's gonna wrap it up. I got as much info as I could to y'all on this one, man. I just wanted to give y'all a little tidbit, but I can't give you everything, man, because y'all gotta really tap in. If you want the sauce, follow me at Instagram at whipswithwavy. And if you got any questions, man, you already know you can go ahead and hit me up, because I always tap in. And big shout out to everybody who's been showing the love, man. We got over 400 engagements on Instagram. We've been going crazy, man. But make sure y'all keep tapping in, because like I always say, the love y'all show it go a long way, and I can't do it without y'all, man. So until next time.